Hello. In this short video, I just want to show how you can actually edit code for your Shopify store. A lot of times you want to do, just something very little for your store, and you might know some HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but you're not really familiar with the whole Shopify store. So, what I want to show you is how you can find things on your Shopify store and how you can edit it in your code. So this is just the basic dashboard that you would open when you first log in to your store, and you would go to online store. You obviously probably know this if you've been trying to open your store, or you're trying to edit a store. So the next thing, if we just do view, or we can just go, actually let's go into the customizer. It's a little bit better for this. So your customizer, you have your homepage here, and the homepage is actually one of the tougher ones to edit because it's very dynamic. You don't know exactly which section is on your homepage, because there is no homepage in your code, kind of, right? Because you can just add a section here. And what I want to show you is what the process would look like if you've got this store in front of you and you want to modify a little bit of code. So let's say for this one, you just want to change the text color, or anything like that. So this section is called image with text overlay, and this is one of the easier ones to find, actually. So this is the process that I would go through. So just a little introduction here. You have the layouts, the templates, the sections, the snippets, the assets, the configs, and the locales. So the majority of time for beginners, you're going to be dealing with mostly the templates, the sections, and the snippets. So the templates is actually the page template, and the page template usually contains sections, which are basically little sections of code, for lack of a better word. And snippets actually go into sections. So snippets is something that kind of makes sure that you're following the dry approach. Do not repeat yourself. So you don't want your code to be bulky, and having it be very messy. So a lot of times you can just have these reusable snippets that you can just include into your sections. And if you're familiar with schema, the schema will actually go into the sections and not anywhere else. So let's try to find this image with text overlay, right? So my guess is it's going to be somewhere in the sections. And I believe it's going to be probably hero, right? So another way that we can also quickly check is if we go over here, this is the layout of the schema. So if we check, we should have first the image picker and then the image alignment. And then if we go down to the schema, we have the image picker and the alignment. Perfect. So this is the section, and also it's gonna be called image with text overlay over here, the name of the actual thing. So whenever you're not unsure, always check the schema, and it's gonna very quickly tell you if you're looking at the right section or not. And then, so a lot of the Shopify themes, they're kind of scary to look at first. They use a lot of liquid logic that you might not be used to if you're coming from a JavaScript or an HTML, CSS background. But don't be scared of Liquid. Liquid is a very beginner-friendly language. It might look kind of intimidating at first, but once you actually start using it, it starts to make more and more sense. So basically, the way the layout is, at the top, it will usually check, a lot of things that are in the customizer for you. But in order to actually find something that you're looking for, you're probably going to want to look at the class names. So you can also check the class names. by going into your Chrome inspector. So you can do that with just right clicking and clicking inspect. Nope. And we can see that the class name for this is H1 mega title large. So if we go in here, we can just see actually, well, right here. So this is pretty lucky, but usually you can just Control F on this page and type in mega title, and here you go, it shows up. And this is the only one on the page. So there's two. There's two of these on the page, and I'm not gonna dive into this, but I'm guessing that it puts one or the other depending on the customizer settings that you choose. So let's just take a quick look at this as a little example here. So basically we're saying that this is an H2 and the title is H1 mega title, and then we're checking. So if section.settings text size, so what this means whenever you see section.settings text size, this means that it's coming from the this section's schema, right? So we can just quickly go down to the schema over here, and then section basically means schema, right? So this section's object pretty much, if we go down to settings, and then what was it, text size, let's see over here. Let's see, text size, was it like that? Yeah, let's see. So there we go, text size. And so the default that they're saying is it's medium, and then you have options of medium, large, medium, and large. Okay, so let's go back to our thing. So it's basically saying if the section.settings text size equals large, then you're gonna present this, and then you have to end the if statement. So a lot like JavaScript or any other language, you have to have an ending for your if statement sometimes, and always. And usually that's in JavaScript that's done with just the curly braces, but over here you have to actually say where you're ending it, since it's kind of enclosed in curly braces itself, right? So this is the opening, and it has the logic in there, and then this is the closing tag. So very simple. And then over here we can see that section.setting.title, the same thing. So we go down to the schema, and section that set. Oh, got a little stuck there for a second. Section.setting.title. I'm just going super quickly as I don't want to make this video too long. But here it is. There we go. And so basically it's taking the information from, I believe it's the heading. So it's taking the information from this field over here, and it's putting it in between our H2 tags. So that's kind of how it works. So the schema is like a placeholder for the information that's actually going to go there. Okay. So very simple. So a lot of times you can avoid all this logic that's already built into it unless you're doing some major modifications to the section. But the major things to keep in mind or to be mindful of for this is that the home section kind of differentiates from any other pages because it's very dynamic. For every other page, you actually need to create a template. So just to quickly go over this as well. So you have templates, and then let's say you have the product template, right? So this is this is kind of where the products are. And as you can see, for the product template, we're including the actual section for the product template, and then we're including a section for the product recommendations. And what this is if we go to a product, we can see that there's a product section here, and then we have a product pages section over here, and then we have the product recommendation. So they're basically including these two, right? And then they're adding a whole bunch of logic underneath it as a script. But if you're making very simple changes to your store, a lot of times you don't need to dive into any of that. So I hope this video was clear. Just wanted this to be a completely quick overview of sections, just so if you're working on your own store or if you're working on somebody else's store, you can quickly find which section you need to change. Anyways, thanks for tuning in.